Welcome back. Technology makes our lives more efficient and practical, and now it's making it safer, too. Wayne Ward is from Sprint. He's here with ways the wireless world is helping teens stay safe on the roads. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Nice to have you on the Morning Blend. Let's talk a little bit more about how we're becoming more of a wireless world and what we can really expect to see in the future.
Right. So April is National Distracted Driving Awareness Month. And so Sprint wants to make sure that people commit to driving safely by starting, continuing with an awareness campaign, number one, and number two, making sure that we provide solutions to help mitigate distracted driving and make the road safer for everyone.
I think that's wonderful. Exactly what is M2M? What is that?
Well, M2M is machine-to-machine technology. People typically think of wireless connectivity as peer-to-peer or people-to-people or people talking on smartphones, but it could be much more than that. There could be solutions placed in vehicles, as an example, smart homes, garage door openers, unlocking doors, remote-controlled thermostats, tracking assets, people, packages. So wireless technology is being used more and more for things other than just smartphones and tablets. But with respect to transportation in general and keeping folks safe on the road, Sprint has a product called Drive First. And Drive First is a simple application you can download to any Android phone. And what it does is when the car is in motion, it senses that motion and blocks or holds text and email messages until it's safe to be able to receive them. That's one example. That's
fantastic. Are there other ways that it works toward reducing distracted driving?
Yeah, so there's, it's an issue like you mentioned earlier with teenagers, but also parents. The University of Michigan study recently disclosed that 20% of the teenagers surveyed actually admitted to having extended text messaging and emails while driving, but also 10% of parents. So it's just not a distracted teenager thing. It's everyone that's on the freeway. And it goes beyond that to business owners, people that have fleets, people that drive trucks for a living, being able to deploy technology wirelessly into those vehicles to make them safe. One example would be DriveCam, where you actually install a camera inside the vehicle to monitor everything that's inside the vehicle and outside the vehicle. And it's about being able to understand that driver behavior and a closed-loop process for them providing training so that those drivers can drive more safely.
When you mentioned adults admitting to checking texts as well as emails, and we've heard from a lot of people here that the most important thing is being a good role model, but it sounds like this technology is kind of helping us or kind of forcing us to be safer on the road, whether it's us as adults or something that we can do for our kids.
Right. The safest thing would be just don't do it, right? Put the cell phone into the glove box or into the trunk or leave it at home. But because folks have a desire to always stay connected, the next best thing is to take the wireless technology that we provide to keep people connected and enable distracted driving applications to disable those solutions when the vehicle is in motion. And that's what Drive First does. It senses that the car reaches 10 miles an hour. It will hold and block those messages. And then when the car is stopped, it will then retrieve those messages and deliver them to you. And that's one way, and it's free. So it's not expensive, and it's a good solution that if you can't simply abstain, well, then download the application and have those messages held for you.
And it doesn't matter the make, model, year of your car?
Well, right now, that particular solution is for Android only. But in terms of some of the other solutions that I talked about that you can put in vehicles, we have solutions with other companies that have a simple plug-and-play solution that can fit into pretty much every vehicle that's been manufactured since 1996. It's a plug-and-play adapter solution that goes under the steering wheel in what's called an OBD2 connector. And it can monitor behavior too, so it can report on speeding, hard braking, veering off the road, things like that, and then provide feedback to the driver and a scoring mechanism to be able to enhance that driver's ability to drive better. Simply knowing that your driving is being monitored is step one, and then getting feedback on how that technology can help you improve your driving score is step two.
Fantastic. And quickly, where can people go for more information?
sprint.com/drive, DRIVE.
Sounds great. Nice to talk to you this morning, Wade. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.